What's going on, VC? Joakim here. I hope everybody's doing well. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all the Irish out there. I know I'm a Portuguese, but my wife, she's American Irish, and our household, St. Patrick's is, a celebration that we look forward to every single year. It means a lot to her. It means a lot to her family, both mother and father from Irish roots. So as a result of that, I'm gonna share with you the shit that I've been listening today. Of course, there's some Irish stuff. This is not a video focused on Irish music. I'm just gonna share like St. Pat's shenanigans, things that we listened so far. And there's no preparation whatsoever. I just put this scarf on for this video. Such a twat. But anyways, I'm gonna share with you some records. Also, I want to do a video like I've been doing. I've been pretty consistent, but I was out of the country and I've been sick like a dog since I came back, not having energy to to do something a little bit more with more thought into it. So I decided, why not? Been listening to records all day. You have a pretty big stack right here. Why not share with you guys and throw my 2 cents at you. Let's see what's going on in this house. So there's no rhyme or reason on none of this, but so let's see. Okay, so start the day drinking Kilkenny and listen to Attentat, band that I shared on my previous video focused on Swedish punk. Classic Swedish band. This is their debut. Fantastic, it's great. Not as good as the singles, I must say, but it's still great. This is a reissue on Incognito Records from Germany from 1998. Classic. If you missed my video on Swedish punk, if you like 77-ish influenced punk, this is a record that you want to look to. Check it out. Bristol's band, the Punk Chops. I think I reviewed this record on the video that I did on Swedish punk on High Regard. Well, man, still on a turntable. Classic. Check it out. Because some people don't like, some of friends, family, they don't tolerate arch music. So I played this Dark Thoughts, self-titled, and people respond pretty well. So great band, almost Ramones-y worship band. Great. Check the song No More Soul. Fantastic. Then someone wanted to listen to someone that is into death metal and metal, wanted to listen to something more on those lines. I'm not a metal guy. I don't have metal records, but I did him a favor and I spun the Gizm second LP, and it was a pleasant surprise. This is a classic. This is like Military Affairs Neurotic by Gizm. There's quite of a shift on their sound in this record, but here you can listen like what a great of guitar player Gizm guitarist is or was. Fantastic record, a classic. Then it was time to eat some corned beef and cabbage, and nobody wanted to listen to nothing that upbeat, so we went with this Radioactivity record, Silent Kill. If you're not familiar with Radioactivity, if you like bands such as Market Man and High Tension Irons and stuff like that, so this will be right on your wheelhouse. Fantastic. yeah, fantastic band. Uh, Not for everybody, but nevertheless, great band. This came out on Dirt Nap, I don't know, mid 2010s, something like that. Great band. A record that I didn't show on the Swedish punk tag, and I kind of beat myself up for it because some people comment, but anyways, it is now. Sot Limpa, this is their works from 81, 84. This came out on Distortion Records, probably in the 90s. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Classic Swedish punk, pogo punk, tapping, the early stages of hardcore. Yeah, fantastic Swedish punk rock. Check them out. Did I say the main reason I'm doing this video is because I've been sick and out of town and with no time to do a video, and I want to be consistent. If I didn't, yeah. That's why I'm here today. And let's see. What else? Also, I can put this in place. Yeah, so, and then we jumped into the Irish traditional influence sound, and was a record that I played. I was surprised. Me and my wife, well, we've been married for like 11 years. We've known each other for 25 years. And a record that I played that I was surprised she was not familiar with, and was this one, which is fantastic. And it's a record that it makes me proud just to display this record. I'm going to tell you why. This is, of course, what people know as Irish punk. This is St. Bushmills Choir. This is fantastic, you know, for the fans of, you know, Dropkick Murphys. They started a genre on their own. Let me see. It is. Let me see if I can make any sense of this. So this record, right? Dropkick Murphys Do or Die. This is the first pressing still on shrink wrap. This record, it's fantastic. I know most people are familiar with this record. For my opinion, it's their best work. This record, it's so important because it did start a genre. Prior to this record, there was no such thing as Irish punk as a sound. There was a shit ton of Irish punk bands, and I'm gonna show some. But the Irish punk's sound, which it is Irish, which it is punk rock, with the use of traditional Irish instruments, didn't happen until here. So this was a game changer. It created a genre. So if you do not like Dropkick Murphys because it's too much of a popular name for you that you don't even take time to give it a shot, just because it's way too popular for you and you don't want to be one of those people, well, you're wrong. You need to check this out, because this is a game changer. This is an important record in music history. So, but anyways, yeah, we did listen to some tracks from the Do or Die, of course. But this one is one that I holds a special place in my heart and is fantastic. Reason being, not also their renditions of classic traditional songs such as Molly McGuire's Whiskey in a Jar, The Living of Liverpool, Black and Tan. Oh, what a great song here. Are fantastic, but it's a record that came out on Profane Existence. And Profane Existence was a label known by, you know, putting out hard, heavy stuff. You know, some will call crust and grindcore and stuff like that. You know, bands such as Misery, House Rotten, Extinction of Mankind, State of Fear. Those bands belong to this label. But this label, you know, putting out this record, of course, some of the guys in this band, they were involved in projects of the nature of the crust and grindcore and whatever. But that tells you how much punks generally are much more musically open-minded than people that tend to stick to a particular genre preference. Fantastic record. Another fantastic record. I love this record. This is fantastic. My wife didn't like it. She said music is great. I don't like the voice. It's too oi for her. That's what she said. So, but this is a record that I love, and I'm sorry for taking the time to put these things away while doing the video. But yeah, doing this video is gonna help me clean the house as well. This is one of my favorites. This is a German band called the Porters. This is a tribute to Arthur Guinness, and this is a fucking banger. Songs such as Galway Bay, The Living of Liverpool Again, The Irish Soldier Lady. Not familiar with these bands? Check this song. The Irish Soldier Lady. Fantastic. Great record for the festivities that we are upon. So then we listen to classic Irish punk from Belfast. The Facts. Played this record. I showed this record multiple times. This is UK 82, but mid-tempo. Can be a little bit monotonous because of the sound delivery. Great. The value of the record is the lyrics, but you know, since I was having a conversation, since I was sharing those thoughts with someone here, I played this one. This is The Facts, The Suspicious Minds EP, which is a pretty decent cover of Elvis, of course. Suspicious Minds, you know, it's okay, but this EP has two banger of songs. Song for Mark Walker and Know About You are probably my two favorite Defect songs. Classic, fantastic, early 80s Belfast punk rock. Then we since punk rock was already okay for everybody was like, okay, in a mood for it, we revisited a classic, and God, man, we all know how great this record is, but every single time I put this record on the turntable, man, it's just like, it's even better than we recall. And this is an essential record in any rock and roll music fan that calls itself a record collector. Sorry. And this is Stiff Little Fingers Inflammable Material. Man, what a record. So raw, so full of angst. It's one of the records with genuine angst, with more genuine angst that I can recall. Fucking love them. Who doesn't? Of course, we went through all this fucking batch. No brainer. Went through all of this again. How many times do I need to listen to the Pogues? And we listened to Fairy Tale of New York. Man, we're talking about this, and it's just like, you know, Pogues, even though Shane MacGowan, Irish members in the band, was a band formed in London, but you know, people don't even think about them as a band that was formed in London. Pogues are Irish, and it is, man. They're the greatest ambassadors of Irish music worldwide. And Fairy Tale of New York is the most well-known Christmas song worldwide. You know, and everybody for like 3 or 4 days in their life, a year, they listen to that song, they cherish that song. I know how many people know that song was written by Shane MacGowan. Isn't that isn't that interesting? If that song had been written by Beyonce and not Shane McCowan, how many fucking Grammys and bullshit she would get out of it? Hell's Ditch, the Pogues, their best work for me. I don't know. I'm biased. I like everything by the Pogues, but this one here is probably my favorite. Red Roses for me. These are all first pressings. I was blessed enough to be exposed to the Pogues as a child and falling in love with them immediately. So I bought these records and they never went away from me. Just one more. Rum, Sodomy and Lash. What a record. And one thing that is interesting when you live in the United States and you have family with Irish background and you listen to the Pogues, one thing that comes to your mind right away is that bluegrass is Irish music. Yeah. You know, people that do not like bluegrass or have some sort of reserved stance towards bluegrass, just think of it as Irish music, because that's what bluegrass is. And this is a fantastic record. I'm just realizing that this video is turning into a big old mess, but that's okay. And then I listen to this record, classic, Good Vibrations, Terry Hooley's label from Belfast, classic, one of my favorite early Irish punk bands. Listen to this record, Protex, with it, listening in, this is great. Yes, they have this cover, they cover T-Rex Gypser on this record. Kind of has that demo sound, but he has such a punch. It's like fantastic. Better than T-Rex. The sound here, at least it appeals more to me. He has that punk rough cut that I love it. Let me something. Kind of lost into this mess. Oh, I listened to this one. This is a great band. Anyways, I listened to this. I bought this not too long ago. I do have this. I do have the singles. I bought these hoping that it would contain something else that I didn't have. It doesn't. But for someone that doesn't have the singles, will be the best. Best way to go instead of spending twice as more money. This is Chin Chin classic Swiss band, female fronted. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you like the Avengers, even X in vocal delivery, you'll love this. This is fantastic. Chin Chin. Check the song No Surrender. Oh my god, I love that song. Gives me goosebumps. That's how good it is. Then we listened to this record. I don't know how this came to play. I don't know what happened, but it's in the stack. Oh, I know how it happened. It was like a random pick. Someone reached out to the shelves and pulled these out, and we ended up listening to the full record because they love it. In particular, my wife. She was like, "How can we like Naked Aggression and not know about this band?" This is even worse. Classic, early '80s, female-fronted New York hardcore. This is great, fantastic. Check them out. This is great. Another one. Then we engage in a debate about Chicago. You know, the beer was flowing, the excitement was rolling, I'm engaging in a debate by Chicago because my American family, they're all Chicagoans. And I did live in Chicago too. I love Chicago. It will always be my home in America. And we're talking about Chicago punk, and we listen to one of the first, Tutu and the Pirates. Experimental, sarcastic, obnoxious band. Classic Chicago punk. And we stayed in Chicago because you know how people operate here. It's all, if there's a country that people are proud of it, proud of what they have and what they are, it's America. And when you start talking about it, man, they go on and on and on. And as a result of it, people were going on and on and on about Chicago. And I had to play one of my favorite pop punk bands. Pop punk, yeah, you heard me right. Pop punk bands, not from Chicago, from the suburbs, but doesn't matter. It's not Screeching Weasel, it's the Vindictives. Party time, the many moods of the Vindictives. This is amazing. If you don't know the Vindictives, just check the song Assembly Line, and that will do. Fantastic, one of a kind band. And then it was time to cool the things down, and we went back to Ireland and we listened to the Amazing Starjets. Punk band with power pop sensibilities. I talk about them multiple times. I do not consider them a power pop band, I consider them a punk band. But check songs such as Cool Days, Any Danger Love, Run With The Pack, War of Life, War Stories, and that's plenty to get you hooked on them. Fantastic band. And since it's St. Patrick's Day, I'm gonna share with you 3 records that I recommend. One from a German band that I already showed, the Porters. Check this record out if you're into that kind of sound. Anywhere but home. Fantastic rendition to the Irish melancholic sound and fairy tale worship. This is fantastic, with the traditional Irish instruments being used here. My favorite band that from the Irish punk sound, this is my favorite band, hands down. Not because they use more than just bagpipes. They do use a full set of classic Irish instrumental music, but I had the pleasure to see them on the A-Day multiple times, and they're Irish and they capture it for me, and this is my favorite. Hands down. Bottle Whiskey. This is fantastic. Their first release is on CD called Can't Explain. It's also fantastic. Again, if you don't like Irish punk, or if you think you don't like Irish punk, check Bottle Whiskey. You will not regret it. And yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. My Irish friends out there, I'm a fucking twat. I know. I'm not even Irish. But come on, everybody's Irish today. Cheers. You guys enjoy yourselves.